Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is MTT Diaries and I do self-help content and a bit of story times. So if that's something that you might be interested in, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like in this video and leave a comment down below sharing your thoughts after you've watched this video. So guys, we are in the fourth morning and evening thoughts. So, today's segment is all about training your tongue. Okay? So, I find that most relationships end with a words rather, that are said in a moment of anger, and granted, we might have not truly meant what we said in this moment, but the damage has already been done, right? So, on the fourth morning, we will be learning how to acquire the art of controlling the tongue. If you see me looking down, it's because my notes are over here so that the video isn't all over the place. So, yeah. All right. So the key is to trace the word back to the thought. You need to um, trace the word back to the emotion that triggered it and then separate that from the emotion, right? So I have three parts into this. We're going to start with one, calmness of the mind, which we had already looked at in the second morning, right? So, calmness of the mind, it's basically you need to stop reacting. You need to become the master of your environment instead of the victim, because if you react, then you automatically become the victim to the situation. But if you choose silence instead, then you are in control. And we need to take a posture of looking at our silence as power instead of surrender, okay? Because when you stay silent, then you get how do I say, you retain the power to stay and organize whatever's going on in here, to organize your inner world. Oh, I wrote here to govern your inner world, which is even better. So the second part of this is eliminating mental litter. And the mental litters you're going to be looking at are those of complaining and gossiping. So, complaining, how James Allen explains it, complaining is basically the portraying an undisciplined mind. So when we minimize our complaints and instead just find the root cause of the problem, like I said in the first one, finding the root cause of the word, tracing it back to the thought, then it helps us in minimizing complaining. And the second one is gossiping. Your girl is still working on this one. I will not even pretend, guys, but I've gotten better. So the book basically explains gossiping, as my sisters hear me like, I've gotten better, guys. The book basically portrays gossiping um, as feeding on people's faults and feeding on, like, when you say, oh, she should have done this instead of that, can you imagine she did this instead of that? And that is corrupting our minds in itself. So instead of working on ourselves, we're out here pointing out people's problems and feeding on their mistakes. So after we have done this, we will be rid of selfish impulses and unworthy thoughts, and they will no longer rush into our tongue, begging to be uttered. And this will equal, as James Allen says it, to a life of blessedness, to a speech of harmless, pure, gracious, gentle, and purposeful effect. And yeah, that is it for. Oh no, wait, that is not it for today's video. The fourth evening. Sorry, guys, I'm in a hurry. The fourth evening. So after we've done this on the the fourth morning, which is a work in progress. We don't just do it in one morning, right? So on the fourth evening, we will be checking ourselves, and by checking ourselves, we will be checking on our attitude towards others. And the questions that we'll be asking ourselves here is, how am I acting towards others? What am I doing to others? Are my thoughts and acts towards others prompted by unselfish love? So here we're just sitting in the silence of our soul and asking ourselves these searching questions, which will lead to nothing but an unerring life. Like, you can't go wrong after asking yourself. At least your relationship with others would have been greatly improved. And yes, now that is it for today's video. You can let me know what your thoughts are on the comment section down below. See you on the next one. Bye.